parish church, begun by Brunelleschi, decorated by Donatello, and graced with some of Michelangelo's finest sculptures. Fine art, a cultural treasure that can be enjoyed by everyone, is the richest Italian heritage, and as such it must always be preserved. This is precisely what happens at the National Art Restoration Bureau. Italians know that only time can rob them of their rightful legacy, but they will never surrender what has made them great. Their artistic heritage is far too precious to them. Great painting is not the only art form Florence is willing to share with the world. Literature also made the city renowned. Who has a better way with words or can tell a more entertaining tale than an Italian storyteller? The masterful Dante Alighieri, author of the Divine Comedy, walked these cobbled streets 700 years ago. Who does not still cringe at the vision of hell and damnation depicted in Dante's Inferno? Or consider Boccaccio's Tales of the Decameron. To escape the Black Plague, 10 men and women leave Florence for the countryside, where for 10 days they each tell a story of love. 100 tales, many of them quite charming, some of them very erotic, all of them wonderful. Speaking of fantastic storytelling, in this commercial shipping town of Bari, there once occurred an historical event worthy of a Boccaccio fiction, or the fantasies of Dante Alighieri himself.
In
1087, the city of Bari needed to solve a dramatic dilemma. It had been the capital of southern Italy from 968 to 1071, but had lost this role after the Norman conquest. So the city's merchants and middle class decided to solve the problem by creating a powerful symbol, the cathedral. They'd already arranged it. They had stolen the bones of San Nicola and brought them here to Bari on the afternoon of the 9th of May. Right from the beginning, the news spread around Europe, and the saint's feast day in December became a festival for all children. His Latin name, Sanctus Nicolaus, was transformed into Santa Claus. the old man who protects children and brings them gifts at Christmas time.
Amici miei, poi ci sarà un'alba di
So, while most of the world may believe that Santa Claus is a chubby old man who lives up at the North Pole, in the Mezzogiorno, people know that Santa Claus's bones arrived in the 11th century, sent on a boat to Bari. But finally, who could really doubt that Santa Claus is indeed Italian? Although we may not find it beautifully wrapped beneath a tree, Italy herself is a very rare gift, offered to the entire world to be opened slowly and completely enjoyed.